Hi, Dr. Ellison. So remember, this is Carsi, and we have a team of students working on the project called LipSync. You might remember what it is, but I'm gonna ask Carsi to remind you about the project that we want to work on to let you test it. So Carsi, go ahead.
Okay, so this is LipSync. These are the insides of LipSync, sort of. And we're just currently testing the code and making sure that the function works. And then this is the manual of like everything that we had to assemble beforehand in order for it to work. Just keeps going, yeah.
Yeah, very long process.
Yeah.
And so after a long time of ordering and waiting for parts to come in, so could you talk a little bit about what you guys have done with the 3D printing and assembly of electronics and coding testing?
Okay, so 3D printing wise, the little parts that are, I guess, attached to the microcontrollers, those are all 3D printed. Like this will eventually go onto there too. And this is the housing. So everything will go inside the housing, also 3D printed.
Could you quickly remind us about the key function of LipSync? How do we control it and what it is used for?
Okay, so the key functions of LipSync is for it to be able to be controlled by mouth, so like sip, puff, or like moving your mouth or even your tongue around in order to move a computer mouse on a computer screen or like an iPhone or tablet. The main purpose of it, I guess, is to, really help people who aren't able to like use a mouse or like a mouse pad be able to still use their laptop. And it's also pretty cost effective, which is a pretty big thing when it comes to assistive devices, especially when it comes to like newer technologies. The main thing is really sip and puff to be able to select things. The joystick movements are pretty like self-explanatory. Like when you move left, the mouse will move left. We use a syringe as a mouth for this example.
Very sanitary way to test it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So one puff will be like a left click and one sip will be a right click. And when it comes to the coding, inside the code, we can really calibrate it to be like whether it should be like a strong puff or like a weaker puff, and even like the sensitivity of the joystick. So like, let's say somebody isn't able to move their mouth as much as another. So if like a little bit of left movement is a lot more that they want to be portrayed on the screen, I guess, with the mouse, we can adjust the sensitivity within the code.
Okay, so I know that you guys have made some progress, not only for 3D printing, but also some testing with the actual control of the computer. So it's not completely done yet, but I know you have some success that you want to show. Will you be able to walk us through that demo?
Sure, yeah, okay. So I can show you the sip and puff actions. So this is Google, and this is the little I'm feeling lucky tab. And my mouse is currently on the I'm feeling lucky. And I'm gonna puff using the syringe in order to click.
So this is, I'm feeling doodly, not lucky today.
Okay.
So we didn't click anything on the mouse pad, but the control was done by a simulation of sip and puff, right? So
Yes.
it was something that is meant to simulate someone actually using it with their mouth. Yeah, so any other things that you want to talk about in terms of future direction before we probably bring it in to test it with Dr. Ellison?
Future directions, I would say maybe like aesthetically putting it into the housing before we bring it over. And a little bit more calibration on the joystick. But other than that, I think it's good, yeah.
Yeah, and before we end the video, just want to give you guys a chance to introduce yourself as a team. So Carsi was the student you met with, Dr. Ellison. And go ahead.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm a BME junior. I have a lot of classes with Carsi. and then she introduced me to this project. So that's what I'm working on.
Hi, I'm Tamanina. I'm also a BME junior. I'm also in their classes a lot of the times. Dr. Jen actually introduced me to this, and I'm really interested. I'm really new, but I'm interested to see where this goes.
Alright, I'm Anna. I'm BME senior. Had fun time with Carsi working on this project.
Everyone loves Carsi. Yeah, and I have to show me too.
Okay.
I just say hi. All right.